We'll call the April 4, 2016 meeting of the Limestone County Commission to order. Do we have any public comment?
We do not.
I don't have any public comment. At this time, Pamela, we're gonna go ahead and do the presentation.
You can do it now, or you can wait till after Kelly, whichever you prefer.
Well, let's go ahead and do it now, because if I could get Miss Jackie McNatt and Andrew Vickers, if you could meet me right here, please. I don't know if y'all, I know you probably read the paper, the article that Adam put in the paper. But what I'd like to do is, the Limestone County Commission would like to present this life-saving award to correctional officers Corporal Jackie McNatt and Officer Andrew Vickers, whose quick and decisive actions on the morning of March 10th saved the life of a clinically dead inmate housed in the Limestone County Jail. Their actions revived the inmate, and she was responsive by the time she left in the ambulance. Now, that was a prepared statement. From a personal note, I want to thank y'all so much, because your actions, while are uncommon valor, epitomizes what the Limestone County Sheriff's Office is all about. You know, you put yourself in harm's way every day, and to protect the citizens. And some people, some cynical people say, well, it was just an inmate, but that was somebody's loved one too. And you have the deep appreciation of the Limestone County Commission and the people of Limestone County. And on top of these certificates, I'd like to award you, these are the official Limestone County coins. And thank y'all so much for your service. All right, this time, Pamela, could you call the roll?
What about Kelly? You want to talk?
Oh, wait a minute, yeah, we need to go ahead and get Kelly, because he's gonna tell us the courthouse is done, we're moving in next week.
He's got 2
One
minutes.
of these days, I will be saying that.
I hope. All right.
Good morning.
Morning.
Kelly.
Just bring you an update on status at the courthouse. The site work hasn't changed a whole lot since the last meeting, but we are installing a new fence to the new mechanical yard that we put in for the additional chiller. That fence will be going in this week. The chiller has been piped in, the electrical and the water system to it. We are filling up the water system today to check the whole building for minor leaks and that kind of thing, so we can go ahead and get those pipes insulated. And we will start running the HVAC system within the month. All utilities are connected to the building, sanitary, electrical, and water. We've still got some work to do on some communication piping and that kind of thing, and getting the yard straightened up, but that's just minor details after getting the utilities in. The roof, we haven't proceeded anymore with the roof due to the weather. It is dried in. We don't have any more leaks. We've got one minor leak at a downspout for the porch roofs, but it's not getting inside the building, so that will be addressed shortly. The TPO gutter up there is complete. We've still got a couple of tie-ins to the porch roofs and the new gutter system for those porch roofs. We have the metal, but we haven't put it in yet. That's what they'll be doing in the next couple of weeks. The new parapet metal to cover up the cap, the stone up around the parapet wall on the roof system. That metal hasn't arrived yet, but we expect it this week, and that'll go on about the same time as the gutter system goes in. We'll start cleaning the stone in the next couple of weeks. We just want to kind of get the yard straightened up a little bit before we put lifts out there to start all the stone work around the top of the building.
And this old drain will be gone, it's on this side,
Yeah.
all that stained stuff will be cleaned, pressure washed all around the courthouse.
What about, let me ask you a quick question. What about the fallout shelter signs? You know, they're all old fallout shelter signs that are on there that are gone. They're kind of historical, so I didn't know, we're gonna leave those up, put new ones up? How are we gonna do that?
It's up to y'all. We've had several people request it.
Request the signs?
Yeah.
Well, if anybody gets them, we're gonna give them to archives or somebody like that.
Okay.
That's the way it'll go.
It's up to y'all if you wanna take them off the building or not, but we're not putting up new signs, no. Cause I don't think it's considered a fallout shelter anymore.
Don't you think it'd probably be best to go ahead and take them off since we got people requesting them, rather than have them come up missing?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
And
I
then
got-
just go ahead and do like Jason asked.
already
and
got my WPA sign stolen off the bridge on
Right.
Highway 20, so.
All right.
Just go ahead and get them
What
off
we'll
and then
do,
get them to
we'll
archives.
be removing the trash chutes off the side of the building this week and getting, the black pipe and all that other chute taken down. So while we're doing that, we'll go ahead and take those signs off, and I'll get them to Pam.
And while I got you up here, Kelly, not to interrupt you, but later on in the meeting, we're gonna award the bids. The data infrastructure and audio system for the courthouse is $110,000, but it come in $18,000 under budget as far as, okay.
Yes, sir.
That's our data ports pulled in and everything.
Kelly, what was done about the moisture, the water leak under the north stairs? Steps?
We haven't completely addressed that yet. The architect is getting us the spec sheet on the, product we're supposed to use on those steps. Until we get that spec sheet, we can't price it, so, but we are working on that. In the attic, we've got all the equipment is installed, wired up, and they're ready to run as far as the heating and cooling system. They're working this week to get the dry pipe sprinkler system into the big courtroom on 3rd floor, so that should be completed this week. And once that's done, then we have a few branch lines to the offices and the restrooms underneath the steps on the east and west. Once we get those sprinkler pipe out to those areas, then the sprinkler pipe rough end is completed. And then all we have is just drops to the ceilings. And on 3rd floor, we've actually started some of the ceiling work. We've got about 90% of it in, and all the other trades are starting to go around. We're dropping sprinkler heads to the ceiling grid. This week, we'll be putting in the registers and the duct work to the ceiling grid and the lighting, so.
The trim looks phenomenal. The original trim was taken out, catalogs, been sanded, refinished, put back. It looks
Yeah, and that's-
fantastic.
And that's mostly completed on 3rd floor. We've got the marble panels back up in the lobbies. We've got some trim that's still being refinished a little bit.
And Ricky found some more too, did he tell you? Ricky Thompson, over at that house where he stored it all? There's
Yes.
still some over down there.
Yes,
Okay,
we
great,
know about that.
Great.
Also on 3rd floor, we're starting the registers for the ductwork, the lights, the fan coil units, the individual heating and cooling units for the offices. We got about 90% of those in. They're being wired in as they're installed. So once the system gets filled up with water, we'll start running these individual units and checking for leaks and that kind of thing, starting to insulate the pipe, that kind of thing. 2nd floor, same way. We're working on plaster on both 2nd and 3rd floor. We've got small areas of plaster repair that's started. Should have that completed by the end of this week. We're actually putting finished paint on some of the walls on 2nd floor. And the reason we started on 2nd floor is on 3rd floor, we've got our setup for refinishing the trim, so there's
In
a
the
lot
old
of
courtroom.
dust in that old courtroom, so we've started to finish paint on 2nd floor first. Most of the trim is done on 2nd floor. We've got our door trim in. Our baseboard, chair rail, that is mostly completed, probably 95% on both floors. We've got a little bit of refinishing of some wood, and then we'll finish that up this week. The acoustical ceilings are only about 10% on 2nd floor, but they're working on those today and this week. So by the end of next week, all ceilings will be in that we can put in. There's still some areas that we can't because we're still doing a little rough in with plaster repair. Some electrical work is still being done, that kind of thing. But we're trying to wait to get the communication wiring started in the next 2 weeks before we start putting any ceiling tile in. The 1st floor, we're prepping the floors for the the new tile for the lobbies. We took up the old tile, now we're just filling in the cracks and that kind of thing, getting the substrate ready for the new tile. We're electrical rough in for the DA's area should be completed in the next day or so, and we'll start hanging drywall on those areas. The circuit clerk area, we've hung the drywall, we're finishing that this week, and should start priming those walls by sometime next week. We're wrapping up the condensate line system for all the fan coil units in the building. We've got to pipe it all into certain areas of the building, so we've got to connect our condensate lines to the HVAC equipment, and that's going to be completed this week. I mentioned the sprinkler system on that floor going out to the two restrooms and the two offices, so that's happening this week also. So got a lot of people on site. We're still shooting to be punching the building out during June and while the court system is shut down in July, then that's when we're going to try to start moving the judges into their offices and everything. And elevator was ordered last week, should be in about 4 weeks.
Thank you, Kelly.
All right?
Thank you.
Thanks.
Pamela, we'll do the roll call.
Commissioner Hill,
Here.
Commissioner Turner,
Here.
Commissioner Black,
Here.
Commissioner Harrison.
Here.
Mr. Black, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. Our first item, I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes from March 21st, 2016. Do I hear such motion?
So moved.
A motion by Mr. Hill. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Black. Any discussion? There's no discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. Pardon me. Our next item, I'll ask for a motion to approve claims in the amount of $1,179,492.73 as presented to the commission. Do I hear
So moved.
Have a motion by Mr. Turner. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Harrison. Any discussion? There's no discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Our next item on the resolutions and orders, I'll ask for a motion to approve a resolution providing for Limestone County's participation in the sales tax holiday as authorized by Act Number 2006-574, beginning at 12:01 a.m. on August 5th, 2016, and ending at midnight on August 7th, 2016. Do I hear such motion?
Make a motion to approve.
The motion by Mr. Harrison. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Black. Any discussion? There's no discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Our next item, I'll ask for a motion to approve the resolution and agency agreement authorizing the Secretary of State's office to act as the county's agent for purpose of paying postage required for the mailing of NVRA voter notices for voter file maintenance as required by Code of Alabama 1975, Section 17-4-30. Do I hear such motion?
So moved.
A motion by Mr. Turner. I have a second by Mr. Hill. Any discussion? There's no discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. There are no contracts, agreements, and grants to come before the commission. No budget revisions. No emergency purchases. Under board appointments, at this time I'll ask for a motion to nominate the following candidates to be submitted to the governor to appoint one nominee to serve as a 4-year term on the board of directors of the Alabama Elk River Development Agency. The nominees are Mayor Tracy Compton of Elkmont, Mayor Ronnie Marks of Athens, and Mayor Billy Shannon of Ardmore. Do I hear such motion?
Make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Black. Do I hear a second?
Second. Second
Second by Mr. Turner. Any discussion? There's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Commissioner Hill?
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Our next item on award bids. Pamela, can I do this in one motion, both of them?
Yes, you may.
I'll ask for a motion to award the bids to Rangeville Church Pew Company in the amount of $23,470 for refinishing and installation of pews for the Limestone County Courthouse, and to Building Systems Tech in the amount of $110,600 to install the data infrastructure and audio system for the Limestone County Courthouse. Do I hear such motion?
I make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Black. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Turner, Mr. Harrison, whichever one. They were both quick on the draw. Any discussion?
These pews we already have.
Yeah, these are some too that we already had, and these are also the ones that Judge Woodruff had bought? Right, you know, he bought them from at the historical church, so, but they'll all be refinished, restored.
These are just the pews that
Judge Woodruff got, right,
Do we have some left from the,
yes, sir.
They're being used at the temporary courthouse now, and then will be moved back.
Back up. If there's no more discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Commissioner Hill?
aye,
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Under personnel actions, I'll ask for a motion to approve family medical leave for Austin Tyler Berry beginning March 21st, 2016, and ending April 18th, 2016. Do I hear such motion?
So moved.
I have a motion by Mr. Turner. Do I hear a second?
second,
Second by Mr. Hill. Any discussion? There's no discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Commissioner Hill?
aye,
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. There are no merit increases to come before the commission. Uh-oh. Engineers report?
I don't have a thing in the world for you to vote on today, but,
But.
couple updates. We are paving Jones Road right now. Keenum is paving for us at Jones Road. We are expecting the delivery of the new asphalt distributed the third or fourth week of this month. We're very excited about that. Thatch Road, we have a pre-construction meeting set up Wednesday, so hopefully that project will start very soon after that. And our A-Trip projects are progressing through all the paperwork to be done.
Thank you, sir. All right, we have no other business. No scheduled public hearings. At this time, we'll move to the report of the officers. Commissioner Hill?
yes, sir. I made a comment in our work session about the litter, and that's scattered throughout the county, and I've had some positive phone calls about it. People are aware, some of them are aware of it, and some of them is picking up litter on their own, and I just wanna thank them people that's doing that, because it is ugly to me to see litter all over the roads. And I'd like to thank those that's involved in the Thatch Road project. You know, that's been, the state's kinda made, you know, we've been predicting that for about 2 years. So I appreciate everybody that's been working on the Thatch Road project.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Turner?
Just to back up what Bryant said, they are on Jones Road resurfacing and widening. Part of that is because of the problem that we had with the flooding back during Christmas to the bridge. Gonna see if we can get Keenum while they're out there to repair a cut that we made in Capshaw Road to replace some drainage pipes that weren't working. And I'd just like to say thanks to both these officers that's here today, Vickers and McNabb. I sure do appreciate it. It does go a long way, and like Mark said, that's what the Limestone County Sheriff's Office and Commission is about. We're trying to help everybody we can. Thanks.
Thank you. Commissioner Black?
Well, surprise, I got quite a few things here. First, Mr. Hardaway, welcome to his first meeting as an employee. He's working in the Computer Informations Department now, so congratulations, nice being here. Eddie and I from EMA went and met with Calhoun about training employees for CPR. This is a great lead-in for that. This will be all employees. What we looked at is training 5 to 10 employees, and then those 5 to 10 employees will then train 8 employees at a time. You can train up to 8, which will also help the sheriff's department with their funding, because it's just gonna cost each employee the $5 for the card, so you won't have to be charged the $30 or whatever it is, and those employees will then be able to renew new ones when they come in. Let's say, like, I think the chief wanted to be the one at the sheriff's department. New employees come in, he can give them the CPR class right then. You won't have to wait till another time period. So cost savings are really big all the way across the county. We'd also buy a class set of manuals, so you wouldn't have to have manuals. We'd just buy 35 and leave it at that. EMA shelters, the other night we had tornado warnings, tornado watches. I'd just like to be printed or said that when we go under a tornado warning, it's not the time to try to find out where the closest shelter is. Call an EMA office while they're in work mode, or the sheriff's department while they're in work mode, is not the time to find out. Today's a good day to find out where your shelter is. It's pretty outside. Don't wait till the sirens go off to find out. Let's see here, Huntsville Browns Ferry, from Burr Green to County Line Road, we're gonna start paving that. We're doing that with the city of Madison, right there beside, where Publix and Walgreens are. It's a very, very busy area. And then Cedar Acres Lane, it's right across from James Clemens High School. We'll be doing it and be actually connecting 2 subdivisions together right there that's needed to be done a long, long time ago. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Harrison?
We were scheduled to start construction on a low water crossing on Guy Miller Lane. We were trying to get the, smooth out that stream and with concrete, but Mark Massey and I went out there Friday and we looked at that area, and we kind of concluded that we would be potentially causing more problems that we're solving. We would concentrate the flow. It would require 4 30-inch culverts for a 2-year flood. So we decided to leave it at the original width. We'll go in and patch some of the areas that are causing tire problems, some of the dips and sharp rocks. We'll cover those over with concrete, but that's the extent of that. And the result of that will be that the people that build back there are 2 houses already, one house has already started construction and the other is scheduled sometime this summer. But those just have to understand that the school buses may or may not choose to cross that stream. So just want to let everybody know.
Thank you, sir. I want to thank everyone for coming. I'd like to reiterate again, Officers McNatt and Vickers, how much we appreciate the job you do. It was above and beyond. It really was. And I don't know what else to say other than that. We really appreciate y'all. Everybody have a great week. Enjoy this pretty weather. We may have some bad weather later in the week. We're going to have to, as you know, the governor is touring the prison at 11 o'clock here at Limestone County, and we're going to go out there and meet him because it does affect Limestone County. And anything that affects Limestone County is first and foremost in our minds. So we'll be leaving pretty quickly to get out there and meet him and maybe have grasp some kind of understanding of what his plans moving forward, what they would be as far as the Limestone County Correctional Facility. Thank you all for coming. With that, we'll recess until 10 a.m. on Wednesday, April 13th, 2016 at the Washington Street Courthouse.